Dead Cell stream, because I've been working on a lot of other projects as of recently. Haven't really had too much time for doing, the flagship series of the channel. Although, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing today. I mean, I thought, hey, maybe I should do something along the lines of, hey, it's April Fool's, whatever. But I don't really have any idea on, what that would even be for Dead Cells. If anybody has any idea, otherwise, the other thing would be that you can just do the next technically was going to be the next episode, which is just Electric Whip. Just get some more text messages here instead. What is even happening? Oh, nothing. Anything. Anyway, just anything else that's going to be happening. Okay, whatever. Anyway. Hey, it's the Joker Day. Exactly. That's why we got Persona, right? That's how that works. Sure, why not? Okay, so we got, so I'm thinking like either Electric Whip or some sort of, is Cursed Sword really the April Fool's Day item? Because that's kind of what, Marksman's Bow Showcase. Marksman's Bow is going to be next, and I do want to make an actual episode for that, because there's enough to be talking about with that weapon that it's going to be something that doesn't really require a stream, I'd like to think. Cudgel, Hayabusa Gauntlet. We already did Hayabusa Gauntlet. Not really, I feel like I've said everything that I can about that weapon. It's good. It's a good weapon. Tools can dodge melee attacks and are immune to parries. Wait, they're immune to parries? Jeez, that is... I mean, I guess I'm glad that I went in there with a ranged build last time then. What if you want red items but another color system? Oh, it's actually pretty simple. All you need to do is throw on the... Something around here is supposed to be a everything is colorless, but I couldn't find it. Nope, can't find it. It's too difficult. Anyway, do the basic sword. Is that really the... Okay, then. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that they want Rusty Sword, so... Actually, no, I see one person saying 3 times that they want Rusty Sword. So, yeah, alright. No, wait, that's not the right one. I mean, I don't really think that's a very April Fool's type of weapon, nor is it a very interesting weapon at all. But, hey, give the people what they want. And by what they want, I mean that one guy who wanted it 3 times. Okay. Rusty Sword is good if done right. Any weapon is good if it's done right. All you gotta do is just make sure you have enough stats, really. That's about it. Why do you listen to them? I don't know. He said it 3 times, so basically I had to. Oh, hey, Brimley. Okay. Well, there's not really much for strategy when it comes to doing a basic weapon run. It's just going to be try to load up on as many stats as possible and then use secondary items rather than using your basic Rusty Sword. Because why would you even bother using the Rusty Sword most of the time? It's terrible. Alright, because I haven't had that unlocked yet. And it's definitely going to be a basic route sort of day, considering that this is just straight up not a good weapon. Aside from that, yeah, so Rusty Sword is something of a storied weapon, too. I talked about it a lot when it came to the Balance Blade episode. It's really just, hey, this was a weapon that people really liked because it was very fast, and it kind of overwrote a lot of the previous, standard type of weapon, which was the... which was the... God, I'm trying to even think of it. Twin Daggers. The Twin Daggers. So yeah, that's roughly about the long and short of what this weapon is. It was well known for being... I'm going to restart this one. This is a terrible beginning right now. Totally defeats the purpose. You got to kill every enemy with a sword. Okay. I don't know if you people realize how dull that is going to be, but sure. Okay, so it's the Rusty Sword. We're doing an Extinctionist run. And the good lord, I hope y'all are ready for the least interesting stream that has ever been on the channel. Why not? Okay, do a real weapon. Rusty sword will do exclamation, exclamation. There will be no upgrade. You can upgrade it a couple times. It's just not very much. All right, so Extinctionist runs. Extinctionist runs are pretty much pointless in Dead Cells. Zombies drop a token amount of gold and occasionally an item, but that's about it. So actually going around and killing everything possible there's really not too much point in doing it. And also it's going to take forever because this is, in general, a bad weapon. But hey, I'm here to give the people what they want. Oh, I still have the, my, you know, I can actually make this work. I still have my two main attacking hand things being double bound to the same thing from last time. But this is actually something that might, like, work for me, despite that. Oh, you know what? I will take that. Unfortunately, it's not going to work too much now, but hey, it was an idea at the very start. Why? Why are they doing this? What is... Oh, that's KBM. Okay. Maybe the first time I've ever seen that menu. Usually it just defaults automatically. Rusty sword showcase, I guess. That's what people wanted. It is what people wanted. Have you tried playing with keyboard and mouse? No, I mean, I would have definitely played with keyboard and mouse, except it explicitly says not to do that on the opening screen of the game. So, you know, I mean, I try to at least, like, honor the intents of the devs, if nothing else. Although I didn't do that with Hades, but that's because, you know, Hades didn't make it clear enough at the very beginning, so I do play that game with keyboard and mouse. Frankly, I don't know why you wouldn't play with keyboard and mouse. It has, like, fine shooting controls that you need to use. Speaking of this great combo that I realized recently is Boy's Axe in slot 1 and Valmont's Whip in slot 2. If you get poison on hit with the axe, same key binding trick works pretty well. I mean, yeah, anything sort of like ranged weapon I think would actually probably work well with the Boy's Axe just entirely. Because you're able to get, like, well, the Valmont's... I don't even remember what I was saying. I'm too distracted by everything that's happening in the game here. What's the joke? There is no joke. I asked people to give me a joke, and they said do an Extinctionist run with the Rusty sword. That's not really so much a joke as it is a very tedious way to play Dead Cells. But hey, like I said, over time, give the people what they want. Okay, do you have a video talking about the meat skewer? Because I was using it and it's a very good weapon. Yeah, I do actually. It was probably in about the middle of the playlist for the current season 4 of the showcase runs. I mean, it was a weapon that I never really liked all that much, but I do think it's a lot better now with the changes that they've made to it. It seems to be a lot more... just the critical that they have on it is a lot better. As our Dead Cells with keyboard and mouse, not too bad. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's like I definitely would have played it. I do think that, you know, it is the way to play PC games most of the time. It's just, hey, Motion Twin said don't do that, and I am willing to trust Motion Twin on the subject. Then again, Motion Twin also defaults everything to using Xbox controls, even though I use the PlayStation 4 controller, so maybe can't trust them on everything. God, I need some more stats here. Everything is freaking tactics right now, and it is not doing me any favors. Okay. There we go. Flawless could be okay, but I don't know. Give me something like a shield. Something that is a brutality scaling shield is really what I'd like. Everything's, like, not very good. No, this is just overall, like, a very, these things are annoying to fight. Never really did too much. You know, actually, I'm going to start this one over again because this is a bad start to the game, and I also have not really been too sure on the attacking pattern of those guys anyway. Also, do I not have random... We not have random outfits No, I do. I just happen to roll the same one twice in a row. Weird. And alright, back to this again. Curse Sword, Curse Sword, Curse Sword. Also, Helldivers is pretty underrated. You know, it's like I do know about that game. Have not played it myself, though. But the fact that I do know about it says something. You know what? Everybody's seen Hokuto's bow a million times. I don't think anybody really wants to see another run with one of those. Do you have any tips on how to beat 5-cell mode? I mean, just the usual. Anything that works on 5-cell mode is pretty much... The best things that work on 5-cell mode is the most overpowered of runs. So just, you know, go for that. All right. You know what? I'm going to restart this one again. What about the electric whip with the thunder shield? Oh, I said that I was going to do I was thinking about doing the electric whip, but people wanted to see the rusty sword today. So we're doing rusty sword. Get the cheater's necklace? No. I think at this point in time, I am probably going to start like expanding the list of things not to be taking anyway. You know, like it is now going to be not just don't take the cheater's necklace, but also don't take... Oh, come on. But also, you know, don't take Hokuto's bow, don't take magic missile, and yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going to be conducting a lot of the... It is very slow. Okay, but anyway. Conducting a lot of the runs from now on. Okay. Cool. I'm glad that I didn't hit anything there. Oh. Hate Extinctionist runs so much. It's so boring. Alright. Oh, come on. Fortunately, that is the do it. Try to clear Drangleic with a ladle. You know what game had a good ladle? Summon Night Swordcraft Story. Was it 2 or 3? I think it was 2 because I don't think the third one ever came out in America. But yeah, that was one where you were able to upgrade the ladle into being like the most tanky item in the entire game, and everybody else's weapon would break against your mighty, mighty ladle. It was incredible. But you know, that's needless to say, Dark Souls 2 didn't really quite live up to the glory that was that one. All right. Oh, the thing is, it's not only just a bad item, it's also an item that gives me no stats, which is not great for 5-cell mode. It also is, like, extremely weak compared to just about any other weapon that I can be getting right now. All right. Yeah, the rusty butter knife, that's what. Oh, well, once I get to the second area, I'll at least be able to upgrade it a couple times, but even then, it's still not going to be a good one. You can upgrade it to plus plus. Plus plus is still bad, though. You did 0 times 0 is still 0. Nothing plus nothing means nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be on this build. Anybody else? Anybody else want to be showing up here? No, I don't know. Think about the deployable store skill. I'll ultimately probably be talking about it a lot more in the run that I do with that weapon or skill, I guess. You can't even, unlike most of the things that I use, you can't even consider that to be a weapon. It's going to be mostly used to set up a bunch of synergies, you know, talking like a poison synergy, burn synergy and the like. But aside from that, it's like, it doesn't work too well on high cell difficulty because you don't get a... There. It doesn't work too well on high cell difficulty because you do not get a... What am I even thinking of? Enemies teleport around it. You don't get a reprieve from enemies because they will be behind the door a lot of the time. I mean, you might be able to use that to, you know, stop some enemy attacks, but not many. Not very many at all. Oh, it bugs enemies out? Maybe it will still be useful, like how the heavy turret has just completely broke the AI of the Hand of the King when I used it. But you know, heavy turret is also like a heavy damage dealer by itself, so it's not really completely useless even without that sort of extra mechanical weirdness to it. Yeah, maybe. Doc, why'd you stop doing Dungreed? I completed all the content. I beat Erta Ale, I beat Erica. Yeah, there wasn't really anything else to do in the game, basically. That's the only, I mean, Dead Cells, you know, as you know, is kind of the only series that really gets this sort of treatment on the channel. Everything else is just, hey, once I complete the game, I finish with the game. The same reason why, like, Noita only has 4 episodes, or Enter the Gungeon has 11. Could I do it more? Sure. But it's also like, you know, kind of beat everything. YouTube was really glitching out. Restart the phone. Oh, yeah. I hate that. I hate using phone YouTube. Because one, it is way too easy to accidentally like delete stuff or add stuff to playlists that I don't want to. Or what happens is that for some reason it stops like showing comments on stuff. It's just like, I know I was showing you a lot of comments before, but I'm done doing that now. As much as I would like to keep the powerful grenade, I am. Okay, great. Let's go. Rusty sword, what are you doing? People asked for the rusty sword. I said, hey, we could do electric whip or we can do a rusty sword. And they said, hey, I want to see the rusty sword. And I'm like, I don't want to do the rusty sword. And they're like, do the rusty sword. So now I'm doing the rusty sword. Oh, come on. You're killing me here, game. You're killing me a lot, game. Okay, well, never mind then. This is all terrible. Open wounds? It's a nice fast attacking weapon and gets plus 60% on bleed. I don't know. Tedious run, yeah. It's also an extinctionist run too, because they said that it doesn't count unless I kill every single enemy in the game. So, yeah. It's like even worse. It's even more terrible than you could have possibly imagined. And I don't even have creates a toxic cloud around you when the effect ends. I guess that's something. Not that much, but it's something. Oh. Yes, I do like this though. This is what I want to see. Okay. Well, anyway. Fully expect the game not to be Dead Cells. Thanks for being better than a basic YouTuber. Oh no, you already got your real trick with the form of an hour-long Persona episode. The start of the Personacalypse, as I called it, has begun. So I think that you should really be more afraid of that than anything else. By the way, enjoy that episode. I couldn't get Second Guy to be on it, but he should be back for every subsequent episode because I won't be doing it past midnight, basically. Ah, good stuff, good stuff. Oh no, I just didn't realize that it was that many spikes down there. What, no Arboretum? No, we're doing the, look, if we're doing Extinctionist Rusty Sword, we're going the basic route. We're not gonna be doing anything real. Oh, I gotta check in here to see if there's more enemies to kill. What time is it over there? 3:30. Don't tell my boss, but I'm wink wink working from home. There actually hasn't been a little too much to do as of just yet. It's mostly just been, hey, be available. And well, I do have my work computer open directly next to me. If I do need to, you know, suddenly end the stream quickly, I can and, you know, start doing real work. But it hasn't been the case yet. Oh boy. Persona 5 playlist. Ah, thank you. I see I have a similar situation. Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of people probably in the same boat as of right now. But hey, at the same time, it's at least they're not just, you know, like, oh, well, you gotta still show up to work type of thing. At least I got the sort of employer that is like, yeah, no, even if we don't have too much for you, just, you know, stay on call, which I appreciate a lot. But, you know, that's ooh, I will actually go take this. That's a good get. Okay, come on now. Oh, it takes so long. Persona series is so good, And now it's finally getting updated again. I'm happy to be back. Even though, of course, am I still a little bit frustrated with the game? Well, yes. But you know how it do. What's the best damage over time build? I think it's still, I mean, Hokuto's bow, if you can get a colorless version of the wolf trap, that's the only other thing that's really gonna buff up your damage over time damage. But that's very unlikely to have happen. I guess it's kind of hard to say as to what the next thing would be. Maybe like the spoiler 5-cell item, because, well, that's just incredibly, incredibly powerful. And of course, Hokuto's bow Alchem Carbine. Yeah, it's the standard, and I still hold to it. Okay, good. But like, you know, getting the absolute best run possible, I think if you were going to choose, you would probably get something like a colorless, maybe even like, forget about getting a colorless version of, or not a colorless version, forget about getting like a Alchemic Carbine. If you were talking like super ideal, go get something like trying to think here. I'll just say Magic Missile with like a releases Toxic Cloud when it hits enemies. That would be super, super overpowered. Get all the benefits from having, here we are. Get all the benefits from having the damage over time, as well as all the benefits from having Magic Missile. It's a win-win. Yeah, I think that's what I would say. The Speen, yeah, exactly. You know, Speen would actually not be a bad, like, go full on super spoiler mode for Dead Cells. I don't know if that's really much of a joke, but yeah. He's got the 5 boss cells. Oh man. It's tough, but hey, if you were able to get through 4 boss cell, you are through the worst of it, I'd like to say. So yeah, like, revel in that, if nothing else. Best weapon I've ever gotten was a pounding Hokuto. Pounding? Oh, poison. Yeah, like release cloud on hit, a release cloud of poison on hit, or just outright poisons the enemy is one of the best things that you can get with Hokuto's bow. I had that in one of the recent runs. I think it was the... Which one was it? Well, anyway, but yeah, that sort of thing can single-handedly kill enemies. It's like a combination of a Alchemic Carbine and a Hokuto's bow in one. It's very, very, very powerful. One of those things that it's like, you can't expect it to happen, though. You just can't. Need an Animal Crossing live stream? I don't own a Switch. I can't. Otherwise, I probably would have. I do like Animal Crossing, but I haven't played it since, what was the DS version of Animal Crossing? Because I don't even remember. It's been so long. I want to say like New Leaf, but I think that was the one that introduced Isabelle, and that was even before that. Like, it's some. Hooray, I did it. Okay. Wild World. Oh, okay, so that was Wild World. Yeah, that was the last one that I played. And I also played the original one, well, on the GameCube. It's not like I had the OG N64. But yeah, those were the only 2 that I played. Door is fixed. I mean, I would think that if they have done any updates, number 1 on their list would probably be fixing the throws down a grenade affix on destruction issue that I was having in the previous episode. And although it does work, it's like we're doing a brutality run right now. It's not going to... The ability to put down a door isn't going to be very useful unless I get a crowbar, and I already sold a crowbar. It's just a door you throw down. Yep, that is the succinct way to describe it. I guess, you know, it's like you can use it as cover, you can use it as like a momentary bit of stun, but it seems like a lot of setup for a minimal amount of gain. I don't know. God, it's been nearly 10 minutes and I'm still in the second area. I haven't even fully explored it yet. I hate this. 150 versus 200. I mean, I'll probably have a lot of money for spending on items here because I'm not really gonna be, doing much of anything else now, am I? The sword that I got is the only version of it that I'm going to get over the course of this entire run. Like I said, I hate it. Anyway, everything is cleared out. Aside from this very last area. I was gonna be so mad if this wasn't Dead Cells, and also April Fool's shut down this year because the bullshit going on is crazier than any prank that you can pull. I don't think that... I mean, I feel like, there's no reason to try and fool people on Dead Cells. I really just want to do Dead Cells because, I've been focusing so much on Persona and everything. That Persona as well as Crosscode that I just haven't really been able to do Dead Cells a lot recently. So, yeah. No, it wasn't really like... There's no real, like, hey, it's the April 1st episode. Although I did attempt to do something like that for this. I just couldn't come up with anything. All right, all right. Did you miss something? No, not really. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you missed absolutely nothing. Also, 57 enemies killed with every single enemy in the entire area having been killed. Great, cool. How old are you? Older than you think, but not as old as you'd hope. Yeah, I'm a boomer. By the way, there's a new outfit at the end of the list called the Sacrificial Outfit, related to the new NPC that appears in the morass. Have they fixed their morass yet? I mean, I know that all you need to do is just, turn off the lore rooms, but I don't want to turn off the lore. Don't make me do that. I want to... Well, I mean, that would be good if I wasn't already using Hokuto's... Alchemical Carbine is the actual name here. If you go with the starter item, I'd say shield is best option. Right now, it probably is, and that's why I did have the Bloodthirsty shield for a while, but I just feel like I need as much damage as possible. Doc, you got a PS4? Oh yeah, of course. How do you think I'm getting the Persona footage? This game is... You're making me do this, eh? Okay, I guess. This is... I meant the starter shield? Oh, if you're going with the starter item. Oh, okay, not the starter sword. Yeah, no, the starter shield, it's like the starter shield is still going to work as a shield. It's just, you don't... It's not going to overwrite... It's not as bad as, like, a lot of the other options that you're going to have. What was that even, Rampager? What are you doing? There, I did it. Yeah, you do stun enemies when you break down the door, which I guess is pretty helpful. It's just... drops a grenade when destroyed. Wait. Does it? No, it doesn't. We're okay. Oh. Why is the thumbnail of 10 episode of Crosscode not the same? Because I like the show cat. The show cat is a cool character, and he's very cute, and I love him. That's why I wanted to do that, basically. The almighty door. Hey, it's got some stuff going on, and if nothing else, this will be a good practice for the eventual, like, actual run that I do with the door. Oh boy. Yeah. I want to make sure that I'm not dying to a curse. Not after I got this incredible door that I got. I don't know. I guess it's a good way to force enemies directly next to you, but they already do that, so... Oh boy, I really thought I was gonna die there. Woof. Woofa-doofa. Dock fire door. And yet this one, it does burn to the ground when destroyed, so, hey, that's something. It is a fire door. Against all odds. Nope. You're done, son. Yeah. Getting all the achievements again because this is still alpha mode. I do like that. But hey, otherwise I am now fully malaised down, and that's actually kind of an interesting usage of that. Try to force all of the bombs in one area so that if you like parry them away, it'll be very easy to do that. Is that ever gonna come up in regular gameplay? I don't know, but... Oh, I was trying to stun him. Yeah, like I said, the whole teleport thing is going to make this really weird to use when it comes to doing doors. But hey, at least it's something. It's still usable, is what I'm trying to get at. Okay. Quickly open this door. I was wondering if it would stun itself by breaking open the door. I'm trying to... Okay, enough messing around. Let's just get on with the game here. I do have to remember that I am doing an Extinctionist run, and I do need to kill absolutely everything here. You finally did no-hit blue boss? I did it? Well, here's the thing. Yes and no. Yes, I did in fact do it, but it was in the Rhythm and Bazooki / Mushroom Boy episode, so it didn't count because I started out with an item, that item being the Mushroom Boy. So, yeah. It's unfortunate, but hey, there's plenty more Dead Cells runs to be done, so I'm not too broken up over it. Yeah. Kind of awkward, but working. I can get that door back up for right now. Maybe I can... Yeah, hey, it's a good way to knock them out of their attack animation. That's kind of cool. Is it good? Again, I don't know. I don't know. To see you dual wield doors? I mean, you know, like I was saying, I should probably go grab that and sell it. You know, like I was saying, though, I do like to keep it mostly vanilla in these runs, and that would mean that I'd have to turn on special conditions where you can have two of the same items at the same time. So probably unlikely to happen. You're not going to get full, like, Dark Souls 3 dual door type of build. As fun as it would be. Crowbar and door. I can't do crowbar and door. We're doing the Rusty Sword. Crowbar would overwrite a lot of the good stuff that you get out of Rusty Sword. Yeah, so I think like a good combo here with the door is to throw it down, you know, get like a good amount of space between an enemy, throw it down, roll, stun. Maybe this could also be very good with the Nutcracker of all things. Maybe? Oh, you saucy lad. Yeah. Went a little bit too hard into trying to attack that guy. I mean, there's your door kill for the run, I suppose. I have to make it happen at some point in time. Stuck on 3 boss cells, help? I mean, I still think damage over time. If you want to go real... Yeah, didn't quite get it there. If you want to go real risky, go for, you know, any sort of magic missile and try to really get as many stats as possible. Survival just in general is still pretty good, and if you just luck into a couple really good colorless items, you'll be set, and you won't have to worry about some of the downsides doing that. Grab something like the Giant Killer, which is always pretty good for taking out bosses. That's usually the hardest part of the game for me. Yeah, the usual, like I said. Colorless turrets especially are very good. Okay, and then let's just do this. Be real careful about it. You ever gonna play One Step from Eden? Yes, I'm definitely going to play that eventually, but like I was saying, I'm a little bit too focused on Crosscode, Dead Cells, which is, I mean, even Dead Cells is taking kind of a backseat right now, and Persona now especially. Gonna be seeing a lot of Persona. What system do you play on? I am playing on PC, basically. Does the door work as a wall for the Impaler? I'd like to think it should, but it would only like weather one hit before being destroyed. So, is it that good? I mean, that's the real question. What do I even want here? God, I have no idea. Berserker? Sure, why not? Should make it a wall instead of a door. I mean, yeah, it is more wall-like in some ways. But then you miss out on the cool like look that it has when you open it up. I like that. Look at it. Got like a bunch of symbols and stuff on it. It's also ethereal. It's neat. No blueprint required, at least for right now. Eventually, I'm betting that we're probably going to see some blueprint. Why'd I do that? We're going to see some blueprint type of stuff coming in here, but in the current alpha, does not require it. I mean, Dory is, of course, also a good way to set up some poison synergy. And that's probably what I'm probably going to get more usage out of that than anything else. But, you know, that's the boring answer for what the door is really good for. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Oh man, nearly 20 minutes in. I'm only in the third area. I would be finishing up with this area in a normal run. It is so very slow. Yeah, I didn't quite get it there, but it doesn't really matter. Calling it frozen tuna. Okay, and okay. Oof. Would help with Spartan Sandals, Impaler, and Wave of Denial. I mean, I think like Spartan Sandals more than anything else, you probably get like some good usage out of, because there you actually get like good damage from even just a single hit. Impaler, you get okay damage from a single hit, and I don't know. I don't think that the Wave of Denial is really, you know what, I'm just is really great in like any circumstance where you're trying to kill enemies. It's more of a defensive type of item in my eyes. Yeah, do you still go to work, or are you staying at home? I am currently staying at home, so that's why I can do a run right now, basically. As you know. I mean, worst comes to worst, if they do need me for something, I can immediately jump off of here and start, you know, doing real work. But for right now, it's like, yeah. Not too much going on. So all I need to do is just kind of keep paying attention to the, like, 2 feet to my right. And as long as nothing comes up, I'll be fine. Okay. Right, all right. What is this thing? I mean, I'm still, like, okay for killing things and everything like that right now, but, like, Wave Denial is used to kill shit. Impaler has Deceptive Range. I mean, you can use it. I'm just saying that I don't really think of it as being that. I really think of it as being more defensive. I would not consider it something that you would... Oh, wait, I don't even need that right now. Hey, I'm actually doing pretty good. Okay. Yeah, that was an okay combo. Not something that I think is going to come up very often, like I was saying before, but yeah. When are you gonna get face cam? Oh, 100,000 subs. So, you know, get to it. And I keep telling you, current sub goals are... Yeah. Current sub goals are 50,000. We're doing Hoonie Pop. And at 100,000, get face cam. Yeah. So look forward to that when it never happens. GOG also got Valve Easter egg update. Valve Easter egg? I'm not quite sure what that is. You really have 1460 hours on Dead Cells? Oh yeah, I mean, it's been like 3 years since that came out, and even when I was recording back in the day, I was actually playing it a lot off screen just to make sure that I kept my skills sharp. Not so much right now, but you know, I also still think that at this point in time, the game is not changing enough that you really need to do that. At least in my opinion. Buying 70k sub bots right now. Sure, why not? Go for it. Please get the fragment. Oh, I'll be doing like a full look through this entire area before I leave. It's just, getting that one extra stat is not going to be making a huge difference until I'm starting to get to a boss. And done. What am I currently looking at for stats? 15 right now. I mean, it's not bad, but yeah, I don't know. All right, I should probably go get that scroll fragment at this point in time. Been a... Okay, I'm getting the scroll fragment. Jeez. Also need to go kill this elite here as well to make... Oh, I was like 1 away from 4. The desert temporal skin? Yes. This is... I mean, I think it's supposed to be like, what... I think it's supposed to be like a Prince of Persia style, if I'm not mistaken. Not really sure. But yeah, that's the one. I think it's the second one that you get from beating the Timekeeper. Right, why do you have the Rusty Blade? It's the Rusty Blade run. We're doing the Rusty Blade run. It also includes a full clear of the entire game. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. We're gonna be here a while. We're gonna be here a while. No, there's not like a second part to that statement. Let's just instead, lower the pitch to show that the sentence has been finished. I'm still here when it gets 69K. Well, of course. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm mostly just happy that I got that first episode of Persona 5, the Royal, out than anything else. Because that's been something that I've been planning to do for a time. So, yeah, planning to do for actually quite a while now. So I'm happy that it's finally begun. Okay, enough of that. Now, what is this one? Nothing. I was wondering what the special affix was on there, but it seems like it's not really much of anything very interesting. All right. Gonna go get everything poisoned here. And, yeah. I think that, aside from the fact that I need to fight every single enemy in this area, this should be pretty simple to get through now. Deployable door works better as a shield. I mean, it's like it should be, zoning off characters and everything like that. But it's a little bit hard to use for that, like I said, because of the whole... Because of the way that you have enemies teleporting on this level of difficulty. So you have to be, like, very, very quick when it comes to using this door, if anything. Otherwise, it doesn't really do. Play more SMT games? I played a lot of SMT games. I mean, right at the very start of that episode, I talked about the... I talked about the intro to Digital Devil Saga 2. And specifically the part where in the sun, Jack Frost asks you questions about the opening movie, which I never watched. So, I played a lot of SMT games. Fortunately, I've not played SMT4, though, which is one that I kind of have wanted to do for quite a while. Can you stand on the door? No. No, you definitely cannot. I'm, like, nudging the controller as little as I possibly can. It just forces you right off. That would be an interesting play, but... It would also help if I wasn't rolling everywhere so that I didn't immediately break down every door that I created. But, I mean, that's just how you play Dead Cells. Just how it goes. All these years you've played Dead Cells, have you used the same profile? Yes. This is, this is my OG Steam profile. I mean, I think I created it back when Terraria first came out. That was the first game that I got on Steam that wasn't, Half-Life 2. But I don't have that account information anymore. So, that ain't happening. Well, that wasn't super useful, but hey, it's something. I mean, it had the potential to do something. OG is Original Gangster. It's the name of an album by Ice-T. Actually, a pretty good one if you've never listened to it before. I mean, I especially like it. It's another one of the very sort of like introspective hip-hop albums. I mentioned recently, like listening to Me Against the World by Tupac. It's that sort of deal, and I always appreciate those ones more than just your general run-of-the-mill type of rap. It's probably a good thing there used to be a syringe lightspeed exploit that allowed you to skip boss fights. Yeah, I never did that. I'm kind of mad at myself. Wow, 100 gold left. I was really close to not being able to afford that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm kind of mad that I never tried to do that exploit myself. I think that would have been pretty fun to kind of like pull out in the middle of a run. But as you know, I try as much as possible to avoid using the 5-cell items, so it was unlikely that the stars would align to make that happen anyway. Okay, and one more. Now, are we good here? Can I leave? Oh no, there's one enemy there. I'm sorry, I need to go back and kill that guy. Oh boy, oh boy. Doc, what's your favorite song? Wrong answers only. Oh, okay. Window Liquor by Aphex Twin. Get to about like 3.5 minutes into the song where it really starts to kick into high gear. That is definitely my favorite song. Use the stim pack. I did. I remember that it was there. I can't get to the tentacle boss. I don't have the floor breaking rune. Floor breaking rune you find in this area, the ossuary, which you can get after you get the teleport. So, you know. What do I even want here? I kind of am happy with my current setup, and I can't get rid of the door anyway because this is kind of more or less turned into the door showcase run now, hasn't it? Aphex Twin is fantastic. I won't permit slander. I love Aphex Twin. I actually did really recently listen to Drux again, which I think might be my favorite album of his, of all of them. I don't know, I really like the experimental stuff more than anything else. But yeah, that's that. We want to talk more about Aphex Twin. First sword review. Oh, the album art is terrifying. Oh no, Drux is the normal one. You're thinking of the Richard D. James album. At least I'm probably thinking that's the one you're referring to, because that is. I mean, I said also that it's just like, hey, if I want to have a thumbnail for the face cam episode, I want to do a recreation of that album art because I love it. Oh, right. For some reason, I thought he was in jump mode. I don't know why. Well, that was not a very good usage of the door. I'll try to get something to work here, but God, I have no idea. No, that still didn't really work out in the way that I wanted it to. Because I think he's just gonna like literally walk through the door. He literally just punches through the door immediately, which is pretty cool, but also doesn't help me out very much. All right, oh well. That's something. At least Flamethrower Turret has got my back here. That is still a fantastic damage over time item. What's your current favorite game? How's quarantine going? What's the situation in your area? I mean, well, I am in lockdown, I guess, is kind of the way that it's going. But I mean, as for quarantine, aside from the fact that I can't get Starbucks, I'm doing fine. Of course, it's not really me that I would be worried about, as you know. Ugh. Oh, what's a current favorite game? What have I mean, I've kind of been looking at a lot of Undermine as of late because they had the Other Mine update. I'm gonna have to definitely do something about that soon enough, but not soon enough. Doc is a caffeine addict, confirmed. Not anymore. You can thank the quarantine on that, I guess. I don't know, man. I think I would rather just have the coffee. I really do not know how to use this door very well. I mean, it's a weird thing because you have to deploy it in a specific way, which is not usually how deploying stuff works in Dead Cells. I gotta like rewire my brain to do it correctly, it feels like. No Dunkin' Donuts? Well, I don't really have a Dunkin' Donuts very close around here anyway. So it wasn't really, it was unlikely for me to be able to get there anyway. And besides, let's be honest, even if they were still open right now, probably would not be frequenting. What does the door do? It spawns a door. What do you mean? I am working. I just got an email right now, and yeah. It was not an email for me, though, so yeah. Oh well, despite the fact that everybody at my work knows about my channel, nobody actually watches it, so they're not gonna know. It's fine. All right, and give me that thing. Show us the email. It's on a completely different computer. You're not going to be able to see it. That Rampager jumped on top of the door. How come I can't jump on top of the door? What was that even? Motion Twin. Motion Twin, you're killing me here. Okay. Yeah, but for what? I kind of expected the doors for breaking down with the crowbar and getting crits on command. I mean, you know, if you break down a door near an enemy, it gets stunned. You also can use it for, like, a little bit of makeshift, like, cover and everything like that. You know, so stuff like that can happen. It's just, yeah, I know. It's kind of a weird one. You got to think outside of the box when it comes to using this thing. I mean, Rampagers certainly have some really great balance if they can jump on top of doors like that. Cursed sword run. We're not doing cursed sword run. I asked what run you wanted, and you said that you wanted to have... And you said that you wanted to have this one right here. Extinctionist. Big, dumb, pink bubblegum door. Nice. Actually, a very nice one. I thought it had gold as well as a cell on it, though. And, OG sword. In other words, a very bad run, but, you know. That's how it is. You might not like it, but that's just the way it is. You have a kazoo. I do not. Who just has a kazoo? Favorite indie game of all time? NetHack, definitely. I love that game, and I will sing its praises forever. Where can I get this door? It's currently only in the alpha version of the game. So if you want to upgrade to alpha, you just get it automatically. But I don't know. The game has still been pretty buggy, even though they have fixed a lot of stuff just yet. You have a banjo. No, I don't have a banjo. I'm not that big of a fan of Rareware games. Only grabbed by the ghoulies. So yeah, if you want to like see my Crivens cosplay, you can do that. But that's... I don't know. I don't really think that that's too relevant to the stream right now. What, y'all aren't familiar with Grabbed by the Ghoulies, the twin-stick brawler that came out for the Xbox 360? Oh, of course you are. Don't even lie to me. I know you guys are all big fans of, like, Ma Soupwell and Crivens and the guitar-playing Death. It's great. It's a great game. Yo, did someone say Grabbed by the Ghoulies? Yeah. I'm making a joke about how unpopular that game was. Ah! This is a bad idea. Clearly, I did not think that one out very well. I didn't think there were any more enemies down here, to be fair. Probably not even paying attention to the game. I'm absolutely paying attention to the game. I'm just messing up a lot. What did I miss anyway? I must have already scrolled away. Oh, well. Look, I'll be fine. Here's the thing. I got another cursed chest coming in here. Not a cursed sword. Still not doing that. And I should be able to heal up pretty well from the food shop in this area anyway. It'll be no problem at all. What items would you pair with the War Javelin? I love it on low levels, but it's so useless during bosses. One of the best runs that I've had with the War Javelins was using it with a wolf trap and having, like, releases Toxic Cloud on hit affix on it. Which, I mean, it was better when you could get two of them at once, but if you can get at least one of them, I can imagine that still can be good in one way or another. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, okay. And... oh, boy. Should be, yeah, I got it. Doesn't even matter. Out of the phrase is fine. Yeah, because it's fine. Like, what, are you telling me that this isn't working out right now? I think it's going peach keen. Oh no, I said peach keen. That means it's even worse. Look, I have been in these sort of scrapes more times than you can possibly imagine. I'll be fine. It would have to be something cataclysmically terrible about to happen to me for it to turn sour now. You know, sour like Professor Pester's pinatas in the game Viva Pinata, also for the Xbox 360 as created by Rareware. A game that is, of course, something that I have a lot more affinity for than Banjo-Kazooie. It still hit me anyway. Who wants to know more about Rareware? Yeah. Doc, your boomer is showing? No, it's not. It never stopped showing. Okay. Okay, and yeah, that'll work. Oh boy, oh boy. And there we go. Still hit me anyway, Doc catchphrase. I hate it. I hate that I have these catchphrases and I have to stop using them clearly. I thought you wanted to be hit with more facts about Rareware, but I guess I was wrong. Ever play Fable? I'm alive. I got distracted by the Fable content. Okay. Get over here. See that vid I tweeted you about me playing Dead Cells? Oh yeah, I did, but I haven't watched it yet. I actually don't know why. Why haven't I watched that yet? I did see it though. Why am I dying? Poor play. You know how it goes. Another one is, okay. I mean, I don't know if that's so much a catchphrase as a verbal tick. At least something like "it's fine" or "can't believe I got hit there" is like that's like a full phrase. I think, okay. I mean, if you want to like count that, you might as well say stuff like, "well, anyway," or "at this point right now," or "this here." I got a whole bunch of those. More than you could possibly imagine. More than you possibly want to imagine. Okay, and done. See, there it was again. Except that was kind of like a different way. Or I'd love to. Yeah, there's another good one. You can't see me having a frustrated rictus on my face right now, but I do. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Okay, though. And one final enemy up here to cap off the air. Actually, 3, but doesn't really show you where the invisible guys are. Okay, why don't you consider chugging a potion? Because I didn't need it until right now. Yeah, this is full clear. Cool, let's go. And yeah, but I don't want to have a character. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to don some sort of funny clown makeup and nose for your amusement. These are supposed to be informative videos for only the most discerning of modern day perverts. Use necromancy. I could probably get some use out of that, to be honest. But I don't think I will, but it would be an idea, yes. Yeah. Play Oblivion. I actually wanted to do a playthrough of Arena way back in the day. I never ended up doing it, but I always thought that would be a fun idea to like to see if there was any interest and then maybe systematically go through every single one of the 10 minutes away from getting that, to go through every single one of the Elder Scrolls games. We go for the giant? God, I feel like that would be just a run ender right now. I could, if I wasn't using the door, maybe, but here it's like, as of right now, I have 23 in brutality. It's pretty bad. It's what you would call very dire. Okay, and give me my door back. Very nice. Yeah, that'll do a lot for keeping me hale and hearty. And you thought that I was going to be dying. I told you, I've been in those sort of scrapes quite a few times, and it always turns out well for me. Ah! There was the ah! Would the door block the giant punch? I want to say that he would just punch right through it. It would be an interesting thing to test out, but I feel like this is not quite the run to be doing that with. I mean, it'd be interesting. Okay. And I guess, did an enemy fall on top of an elite there? Because that's the only thing that I think could possibly have happened. And nothing. I mean, I guess I could probably take... I'll take this for right now to get a little bit of extra gold, but I'm not too concerned about it for long-term usage right now. Break it down like the FBI. No, I'll break it down like... trying to think of a song that uses the phrase break it down, but I can't. Oh well. Imagine I did. And then you'll be like, hey, I understood that reference, which is basically how I assume everybody reacts whenever I do that. What are these new enemies? They're new enemies in the current alpha of the game that came out with the crowbar and the new HEV suit outfit. It's just they're only currently available in alpha because they're kind of buggy. Yep. Man, that thing can really do a number on you. Hey, Lamau. All right, well, any other type of runs you want to see here? Or you know what? I've been doing it for an hour, and technically I am still on the clock, so you know what? Let's just, yeah. Now an actual run? What are you talking about? That was the actual run.